What's going on, everybody? My name is Bendy, and this is where I work.
So we got patch notes that came out yesterday. I don't even know. So we're gonna get right into it because I don't have any time today. So no intro, we're just gonna start. Patch notes 3.6. Welcome to the Disney Heroes Battle Mode 3.6 update. This release features Anna from Disney's Frozen 2 and Flick from Disney and Pixar's A Bug's Life. Ooh, we got Flick also. Alright, this is interesting. First, we finally have Anna, who, just like Ariel, has been asked for literally forever. So we're finally getting Anna, guys. That's very, very exciting. So you guys can finally shut the fuck up about it. So Anna is going to be a frontline control hero on the blue team, and she's going to be the next prize wall that starts on January 13th. Her white skill is Earth Giants. Anna taunts an Earth Giant and dashes through the enemy team, distracting them for a few seconds. Anna gains a dodge chance for a few seconds. The Stone Golem throws a boulder, hitting all enemies and dealing normal damage. Distracted enemies take extra true damage, are stunned, and have their movement and attack speed slowed. If she has a 100% chance to dodge, this distract is probably going to be pretty good, and she has true damage, which is always scary. This looks like this white skill is going to be pretty good. Her green skill, Believe in You. When Anna or her allies drop below a % of HP, Anna encourages the team, healing them for a % of their max HP. This also grants them extra armor and reality for the rest of the wave. Ooh. Encouraged allies gain immunity to scares for the rest of the wave. Wow, they're really gonna just bury scares like that? God damn. Anna can encourage her allies up to X times per wave. I feel like it's gonna be like twice or something. Anna pulls out a frozen sword, flailing it around at nearby enemies. Enemies hit are frozen and take fantastic damage. If enemies are already frozen, their freeze duration is extended. I might have to work on Anna just because I already have a lot of freeze heroes. She's got kind of a lot going on, I'm not gonna lie. And then her purple skill is Set Things Right. If Earth Giants hits a frozen enemy, the enemy is shattered. Shattered enemies take a % of their max HP as true damage each time they are dealt fantastic damage from an enemy. Not gonna lie, guys, Anna sounds pretty scary. She's got a lot going on with her kit. She's got Distract, has the chance to dodge, she slows enemies, she has true damage, she has shatter, she has freeze. Her red skill, Bridging the Gap. Anna and her allies deal extra true damage to frozen enemies with skills and basic attacks. Now, does this include everybody on her team dealing true damage? Because if so, that's kind of insane. Anna reduces the cooldown of Ice Sword by X seconds for each enemy frozen during its use. For a few seconds after Anna uses Believe in You, her basic attacks freeze enemies. Her charge condition is when freeze is applied to enemies, she gains max HP, skill power per blue team ally, and she gains a team heal, and she has friendships with Manticore and Kristoff. Manticore, that's kind of weird. I guess with the Stone Golems, I guess it makes sense for Manticore, but Manticore is kind of strange. And then we have Flick from Bug's Life, which I didn't really see coming, to be honest. That's a surprise to me. I like Bug's Life. Bug's Life is good. I used to watch that a lot when I was a kid.
No! Harry, no! Don't look at the light! I can't help it. It's so beautiful.
Flick is a midline support hero on the red team. Flick is going to be available as the Arena Coliseum Challenger Season reward. Alright, so Flick is going to be the new hero that is impossible to get hero chips for. That's what I see when I read that sentence. And it's going to be starting on the next season in January 26th. So we got a little while before we get Flick, but they're announcing it now. His white skill is going to be Bird Dive Bomb. Flick sends a flaming bird towards the enemy with the most HP, scaring all enemies. The initial target takes fantastic damage, then that target and all nearby enemies take additional fantastic damage over X seconds. That doesn't sound too crazy. So interesting that they have Scare though. I really wish they would bring back Scare, because Scare is just so bad right now. It's like awful. And then they just give Anna this, makes Anna's team have Scare immunity, so like, that's even more things to make Scared terrible. Whatever, I guess. Flick's green skill is Overseeing Production. Flick uses his Grass Telescope to study the two closest enemies. During this time, those enemies also have their armor reduced by a %. He has fantastic damage though. Why are we reducing armor? And studying. His blue skill, Ant Encouragement. Flick encourages his team, removing all slows and applying stacks of Hardy to himself and allies. Everyone affected also gains a shield. Slows include snares as well as reductions in movement and attack speed. His, what are we on, blue skill? His purple skill, Inventive Ant. Flick is immune to slows. Ooh, that's pretty good. Allies affected by Ant Encouragement gain armor and immunity to slows as well. And slows include blah blah blah. We just read that. So he's going to give his entire team immunity to slows, so he's going to be a huge slow counter. That's going to be pretty big. He's going to be probably a better Syndrome in that case, because Syndrome is kind of like the other big slow counter out there. And then we got the red skill, Ready to Harvest. Ant Encouragement now heals targets for a % of their max HP. When Flick uses Overseeing Production, he now targets his red skill, Ready to Harvest. Ant Encouragement now heals targets for a % of their max HP. When Flick uses Overseeing Production, he now targets all enemies and grants himself and allies armor for the rest of the wave, up to a max. When an enemy slow is removed or prevented by Flick, all allies gain attack speed. Allies can only gain attack speed this way once every X seconds. So he's just going to be all around playing with speed, it looks like, as well as increasing armor and stuff like that. And he has a little bit of study too, so that's kind of interesting. So Flick looks kind of interesting. I don't know if it's actually going to like work, but he might be a good niche of just dealing with slows. I think that might be his main use from the sounds of things. And then his battle badge is when Scare is applied to enemies. He gains armor and skill power per red team ally, and then the effect buff is team shield. So all in all, I would say this battle badge is kind of trash, not gonna lie. Scare is just awful in the meta right now, and then Team Shield is just probably one of the weakest battle badge enhancement things all around, so I'd say this battle badge is pretty bad. And then he has friendships with Gadget, Hackwrench, and Bolt. That tells me that they're not really going to come out with any more Bugs Life, potentially, because often what they'll do is, if for the first character that comes out from a movie, if they're going to give a friendship for a future hero that's coming out later, they'll usually only give them one friendship, but since they're giving him 2 friendships, that kind of tells me that they might not be even doing any more Bugs Life characters, but I could be totally wrong about the friendships. But we fixed an issue with Chippendale causing an error with quick fights, fixed an issue with Blue's swinging party where he could charm an ally, fixed an issue with Mr. Big's limo, which could cause opponents to not return to battle if they evaded or blocked the freeze. I think I've seen that bug before. Snare is now considered a slow. Skills that watch the movement speed reductions will trigger when an opponent is snared. This was happening for some heroes, but not for all, so we've applied this to all heroes for consistency. Fixed a timing issue at the start of combat where Zeus, with his notes for Disaster Disc, could sometimes activate his white skill before other heroes could apply start of combat buffs and debuffs. In this instance, Zeus will wait until others have applied their start of combat, so that's good. That might reduce Zeus's lightning storm attack being just absolutely ridiculous at the start of the fight. I mean, it's still going to be absolutely just fuck you up in the beginning of the fight, but that might give at least some chance to get buffs off and things like that before Zeus uses his lightning storm. Fixed an issue where Shigo with Russell and Kevin versus Angel could result in a combat loop. Shigo's Shatter was being triggered too many times in this instance. Interesting. Fixed a display issue with Triton's Something Fishy disc where the upgrade text was displaying +0 seconds, gives +0.5. Yeah, so somebody pointed that out in my guild that the Triton disc doesn't actually go up when you do the stars. But other improvements, added a buy 100 option to gold crates. Yes! I think we've been asking for that forever, so that a lot of times what especially the really high up players will do is they'll just, for the contests that require you to spend gold, they'll often just buy endless amounts of crates just to spend gold for no reason, especially those people that have like billions and billions of gold. They added a push notification to remind players to claim their weekly quest rewards on Mondays. This can be turned off in your account settings. We've increased the friend list size to 150 and the PM room size to 75. Ooh, want to be my friend, guys? I can be your friend after Tuesday, because my friend list is full at the moment. Added the Tapjoy. Oh, yes! We can do Tapjoy on iOS! Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Oh, dude, you can actually play games now on iOS to get diamonds. That's sick. I like that. That's my favorite update of the year. This is the first update of the year, guys! Bug fixes. More bug fixes. Fixed an issue with Creep Surge ranking screens showing guilds in the wrong order. Fixed an issue that was causing some shops to be laggy when purchasing items. Fixed an issue where the wrong background would display during combat in the ports. And new hero locations. Ana is going to be in the prize wall. Flick is going to be Arena Coliseum challenges, which, like I said before, means that Flick is going to be impossible to get chips for, especially if you are not in the Challenger League. Sisu is going to be an event exclusive. Raya is going to be in the VIP crate. Winifred is going to be in Diamond crates. Ariel is going to Elite Campaign, and Gogo is going to Elite Campaign. I don't know why she has a star next to her, but are they saying that Ariel is not going to be in Elite Campaign and Gogo is? Is that what that's saying? I don't know what that means. This is a full app and server update on Tuesday. Alright, so to me, Flick sounds like he's kind of niche to deal with slows. Ana sounds ridiculous. She sounds stacked. Unless her stats wind up being kind of disappointing, Ana sounds absolutely ridiculous, dude. But that's just my opinion. I'm gonna get out of here because I really don't have any time today. I gotta get going to work. So if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely give me a like, subscribe, comment. There might not be too many uploads this week because I don't know, I'm working the next like 5 or 6 days. So if there's not very many videos out this week, then I apologize. I'm a busy guy. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. So that's gonna be it. Peace. 3, 4, 5. Fuck them all. How did who go down?
何お前は